Hello world, Wendy from Cali here, back with a Manny chat. As promised in the last video, I am going to be doing Hawaiian Half Light all by itself because I've been waiting to get my hands on this set and to get this set on my hands. So if you're interested in seeing that happen, keep watching. Alright, I did keep my birthday Manny on for just a couple more days. But tomorrow at work we have Taco Tuesday, and I didn't want to have my birthday Manny on for Taco Tuesday, so decided it was time to finally take off my birthday Manny and start fresh. So if you are just tuning into this channel for the very first time, I am Wendy from Cali, born and raised in California, and I just do my nails mostly and chit chat about life. So if you're into that, keep watching. And yeah, I am currently going to be doing a Manny Bingo square. I don't know if it's cheating or not, but I'm gonna do beach day, make a beach inspired Manny, go simple or fancy. Totally going simple because this set is made for the beach. And I've been waiting for a very long time for Color Street to release it. They had mentioned releasing it earlier, and then there were fires that occurred in Maui, and then they didn't end up releasing it. So I was very sad about the fires, but also about not having Hawaiian Half Light. And when I found out that they were going to finally release Hawaiian Half Light, I set my alarm to make sure that I was able to buy not one, but two of this set. But I've seen a lot of folks talk about the set. It's like super sheer. So, even though I'm using the set all by itself right now, I probably will try it with a different set under later on when I use the other one. And I might end up buying more of this set. I don't know. It really depends on what it looks like on, because really important to make sure I love it on, because sometimes sets look so amazing on other people and not on me. And I did cut my nails like super short too, so there's gonna be less of the sand part, which was kind of on purpose. I wanted to see if I could use just the one strip for two nails. So in order for me to do that, I had to cut my nails shorter. And I realized that I hadn't put down a base yet. So I'm going to use Color Street's Ridge Filling Nail Primer as my base. And then we will put the set on. So what has happened in the last 2 days since my last video? So we talked about my birthday. I got a haircut with my mom that Saturday, and I bought all the ingredients to make homemade granola so that I can eat it with some Greek yogurt. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, so my mom and I, after we got our haircuts, I should say. She got her haircut, I got my haircut. We went, there is a Asian grocery store called GW that's in the same plaza as where we get our haircuts. And inside that Asian supermarket is this stand that sells sushi. Really good grocery store sushi. Comparable to, you know, restaurant quality sushi, in fact. But today, which was Saturday, when my mom and I went and got sushi, since it was late in the day, it was slim pickings. And also, I don't know what it was about the lady that was manning the register, but she was like super stressed out. And her register wasn't working properly. And she was like getting annoyed with my mom because my mom was trying to sign her name after the lady had rung her up. And it wouldn't like clear after hitting done. Like instead it was like canceling out the order or whatever. And so the lady decided to reboot her machine and recharge my mom for the stuff. And she like entered in the items but like overcharged one of the items. And then this time, of course, when my mom went to go sign, it actually like went through finally, and she got a printed receipt and all of that. But it was really like a stressful, it felt like an hour, but it wasn't an hour. It was probably like literally like 5 minutes or maybe 10 minutes at the most, but super stressful. Anyways, fast forward and we get home and my mom's like checking her credit card and she's like, they charged me twice. So there's like 2 different charges that are pending. One is the original price that was charged, and then one was like the second price that actually went through. And so my mom's like really stressed out about that. But I told her, and Panda Bear told her, that it's like, okay, it's still pending. You don't know if that both charges are going to go through. You got to wait until it's posted. But, you know, she's stressed out, so she doesn't listen. And so today she was on the phone with her credit card company and was like trying to tell them like, oh, you know, I got charged twice and whatever. You know, she waited on hold for a while for this. And then, you know, the person on the other end is basically telling her the same thing that Panda Bear and I told her, which is you have to wait until it actually posts, because it might not be that there's 2 charges. Who knows? Anyways, so that was very stressful for my mom. Is still very stressful for my mom, I should say, because she's constantly thinking about it. So I really do hope that the first charge that the lady had claimed it didn't go through actually doesn't go through. And my mom doesn't have to go through all the hassle of trying to dispute the extra charge. So yeah. But I made homemade granola. I mentioned that already. And in the morning on Sunday, I made more homemade bread. I absolutely love making homemade bread, especially with these Pullman pans. I bought one off of Walmart, had a distributor that was selling it for, I think it was like $15.99 or maybe $16.99. I know it was under 20 bucks, but I bought one from there and I absolutely loved it, and I wanted another one. Found one on Temu for less than 10 bucks, and I was like, all right, that's worth trying out and seeing if it's of the same quality. And got it, tried it out. It's the same quality. I'm like, oh shoot. Like, sometimes Temu is like hit or miss, but it was definitely a hit for that one. So, yeah, really excited because every time I make bread, I had 2 different bread pans I was using. One was a Tupperware silicone pan that initially was what I was using when I first started making homemade bread. And then I bought the Pullman pan, and I was making the 2 loaves at once, one with the Tupperware pan and one with the Pullman pan. And I just love the shape of the Pullman pan because it comes out kind of like store-bought bread, but you know, way tastier than store-bought bread because it's homemade bread. And I had purchased a bread box too, inspired by my sister Michelle. Shout out to my sister Michelle. She has a bread box at home, and I really wanted a bread box because I was making bread quite often, like twice a week now, and need a good storage spot for it rather than just sticking them in like different Tupperwares and stuff like that. So I have this really cute bread box that has a lid that is like doubles as a chopping board, or slicing board I should say, not chopping. I'm not chopping the bread, I'm slicing the bread. So yeah, cuts really nicely. So now I have like bread that's good for sandwiches, which Panda Bear makes me sandwiches sometimes and I make him sandwiches sometimes, so we trade off. Alright, this is where it gets tricky because there's different designs, and my thumb, if I use this I need to stretch it just slightly. If I use this it's a little bigger, but thinking that I want 2 fingers with that. Let's see, hold on. I gotta think this through because this definitely will have, yeah. So this is gonna be pointer finger and ring finger. We're gonna have, ooh. Ring finger will have a palm tree. No, ring finger will have, yeah, no. We're gonna have the flower here. Save these palm trees for another? No. Ah! This is where it gets tricky, trying to figure out what I want. It's what I want. I know I want those on the thumbs, so I think I want these on the ring. So these we're going to put away. And so pointer finger, we're going to use this. Do I want 2 palm trees? Do we want palm trees? Palm trees? Flower? Nope. Flower. Oh, decisions. Nope. Ring is going to be the flower. And then we're going to have lots. We're not going to do too many. With designs. So I'm not going to go overboard with the designs this time. So we'll use this for the ring finger. And hopefully I can get it so that I can use the one strip for both nails. I kind of wish there was a little more of the purple, but it's still absolutely gorgeous. I like that even though it's very translucent, when you put it on the nail, it's not so much. Like, you're not seeing too much of the whites of my nails shine through underneath that sand. I'm going to call it sand. I know it's glitter, but it reminds me of sand. I love these ombre sets. Like, they're my absolute favorite because I don't think I can do that with conventional polish as seamless as an art design. And that was one thing that got me into Color Street, was the fact that I can have artsy looking fingernails without having to go through all the trouble of like trying to paint it all myself. And I've done that before. I've painted my nails with lots of different designs when I used to use conventional nail polish only and didn't know about Color Street. I mean, Color Street didn't even exist when I was painting my nails consistently, which was like every 3 days I would change my nails when I was living very close to my office. Those were the days. But yeah, oh, I love that. Don't you just love that? I do. I certainly do. Oh, I'm not putting it down like I'm done. Hello, there's another side. But speaking of conventional nail polish, okay, so check this out. So the next nail polish brand that I really wanted to try out is called Mooncat. And I've seen other nail friends in the Facebook groups that I'm in that use Color Street and stuff like that talk about Mooncat. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for a sale, because I know that if I wait long enough there will be a sale. Now Instagram had it where there were certain bottles of this nail polish that were 20% off if I bought it through Instagram, but I've never made a purchase, at least not yet. I haven't made any purchases through Instagram yet, and I don't want to start, so I was like waiting. Well, the wait is over because Mooncat's going to be having a 20% off sale starting this Friday. So I am setting my alarm so that I can buy Mooncat for the very first time this Friday. So now I just have to figure out which polishes I want to buy and do it before everyone else does. I don't want to buy, like, have the chance that it's going to sell out. And it's rather early. The sale starts at 9 a.m. Eastern, which is 6 a.m. my time, Pacific, which isn't really a problem because I'm literally at my office before 6. And so it would just mean taking like 10 minutes out of my work time to place this order. But I have to figure out which polishes I want to purchase. And I don't want to go overboard because I don't know how this nail polish brand and their formula is going to work with my nails. Because all nail polishes, even Color Street with its 100% dry nail polish strips, work differently on different people. And so I need to find out, without spending way too much money and wasting it if it doesn't work out, whether or not Mooncat works with my personal nail chemistry. So anyways, that is what I will be doing for the next couple of days after work, is perusing YouTube and checking out YouTube videos like those of Kelly Marissa and others with their reviews and stuff like that of like the different Mooncat polishes. I know I want was it Queen of the Night or Queen of the Dead? There was one thermal polish that really drew my eye and I actually saw it on Facebook. So Mooncat has like ads on Facebook and Instagram, and first time that caught my interest was this thermal nail polish that is like a raspberry color when warm, I think, and then turns this really vampy like burgundy wine color when cold. And so I really want that polish. So I know that one for sure is going to be on my list. But what I don't know is what others are going to be on the list. So we shall see. Oh no, did I not stretch that all the way over? Sometimes doing my nails, when I'm not able to like look at it real closely, I will miss like just a slight bit on the edge there because I'm not getting close enough to where I can see properly. But that is the sacrifice I make to make these videos. So yeah. Oh, what really irked me, so let me tell you guys, I don't have my ring on right now, but I know where my ring is. So my significant other, who I call Panda Bear, gave me this ring. He gave it to me actually after our second date. And I have worn that ring and not taking it off except for when like getting real messy with like cooking and baking. I'll take it off and I'll usually put it in one of my pockets so that I can grab it easily after I'm done like baking or cooking. Well, last week I had wanted to make homemade cinnamon rolls and I had put it in my pocket, and I was running around the house doing a whole bunch of stuff, and somehow the ring had fallen out of my pocket, and I had heard something fall, but I didn't know it was my ring. I heard a little ding sound, and it was so early in the morning, and like I said, I was running around the house doing like 5 different things, like, and so I didn't think twice about it until later on when I was done making the cinnamon rolls and I went to go put my ring back on and it was gone. And for the life of me, I did not know where it fell. Like, I checked everywhere in the kitchen, like underneath the fridge, underneath the stove, like all the nooks and crannies in the kitchen. Wasn't there. I checked my home office, thinking maybe it fell off, you know, when I was trying to make coffee, and couldn't find it there. And I checked the dining area in our living room, couldn't find it. Even Panda Bear went and helped me look after I fessed up about losing the ring, because he knew I was really stressed out about it, and he couldn't find it either. Fast forward to my birthday, and I was having a very absent-minded week that week. My brain was like totally like not having anything, right? It was just like telling me like nothing can be found, and it was really frustrating. So anyways, I thought I had left our spaghetti, like I bought special spaghetti because the stores sell spaghetti that's like already like cut in half for using in your Instant Pot or whatever. They call it pot spaghetti. And I had purchased pot spaghetti hoping to make that for my family one of these days. And I couldn't find it. So, you know, my mom luckily had some macaroni noodles, and so I ended up just making the macaroni noodles, which everyone loved. But when I went to my sister-in-law Carla's house and asked her about whether or not I left the spaghetti over there, she's like, no, I would have seen it if you had left it here. And so I was just so baffled. And so when we got home from running errands on my birthday, I was determined to find that spaghetti, because I was like, no, if it's not over there, it's got to be here at home. So I found the spaghetti. It was where I had originally thought I put it. The day when I went looking for it, I must have been like overly stressed, and it just blended in with the teas in the cabinet. So anyways, I was like, holy cow, I found the spaghetti. And my mom was like, where was it? And so I told her, and I was like, dude, if I found the spaghetti, that means I'm going to find that ring. And I spoke it into the universe, laws of attraction, and I did find that ring. It was under my dad's chair in the living room. So it must have fallen out when I was weighing myself that morning, and just kind of bounced under his chair. So anyways, so found the ring. I don't know why. How did I get to that story? I don't know. I don't recall now. But I love baking stuff. I love making things at home. And I just started again. This is the third time. Third time's a charm. I attempted to make sourdough starter twice already, but both times failed miserably. But the weather's been getting warmer, and so I was like, okay, I am going to try again. Because if you're making a sourdough starter at home from scratch, you want the temperature to be around 70 to 80 degrees. Ideally around 75 degrees. And so it has now gotten to the point where we can consistently have that temperature here in Southern California. And so on Saturday I started making the sourdough starter, and so much activity. I posted this on Facebook. It more than doubled its size in less than 48 hours. And so today, this morning, I woke up super early. My alarm was set for 4:40 a.m., but I woke up even earlier than that because I was like so excited. Like, I was like, oh, please don't let the sourdough starter have like died overnight or like whatever. It was still doing well and it was perfect. And so I discarded half of it and fed it and then went to work. And then I came home and it almost doubled in size again. So it's working. So anyways, I am done with my nails. Yay! Here's Hawaiian Half Light in all its beautiful glory. So I'm definitely going to cross off the Beach Day Make a Beach inspired Manny. Go simple. On the Manny Bingo that Stacy Adams has us playing in her Facebook group. If you aren't part of her Facebook group, link below to her Facebook group. There is a fun party happening right now called a Ruckus that Stacy Adams also hosts. So if you're watching this video before May 17th and want to join the fun, join the link. And yeah, you could say Wendy from Cali sent you and have some fun. But yeah, here we are. I will catch up with y'all later. Later this week, there is part of the Ruckus. Rio Red 100 Ways is where it's at. So I may just film that when I do my Rio Red Manny. So stay tuned at the end of the week for that. And until next time, if you watched all the way through to the end, let's have you add palm trees and flowers and a sunset because I'm so extra. If you want to comment that below, I know that you watched the whole thing, or just comment, like, and subscribe, and share. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.